No smoke, no mess, just a couple drops and boom, it works. THC tinctures are one of the easiest, cleanest ways to use hemp, especially if you hate edibles or don't want to vape. But how do you use them safely? And what's the correct dose so you don't end up way too high? Well, let's break it all down in simple terms. Hi, I'm Shereen from mypaincenter.com, where I make THC feel a little less confusing. Today, we're talking THC tinctures, aka liquid THC that you can use without rolling, vaping, or chewing anything. So if you're using THC for pain, sleep, anxiety, or stress, tinctures might be the best option you've never tried. So let's talk about what they are, how to take them, and why people love them. Okay. So what even is a tincture? Well, it's a THC extract dissolved in alcohol or oil, usually in a small bottle with a dropper like this. You just squeeze a few drops under your tongue or mix it into food or drinks. Now, tinctures have been used in herbal medicine for centuries. This is just a THC version. Now, there's two main ways to take a THC tincture. The first one is under the tongue. You'll hear it called sublingual. You place the drops directly under your tongue, hold it for 60 seconds, and then you swallow. This helps the THC kick in fast, usually within 15 to 30 minutes, which is much faster than a gummy. The other way is you can swallow it or mix it into food. You can store it into a tea, a juice, or even put it in your salad dressing. It'll just take a little longer, maybe 45 minutes, because it has to go through your digestive system. Pro tip though, always shake the bottle first to make sure that the THC is evenly mixed. Now, how much should you take? Well, I always say start low and go slow. So if you're new to THC, begin with 10 milligrams or less. Wait at least an hour before even thinking about more. Most tincture bottles tell you how many milligrams per milliliter there are on the dropper. So this one actually has lines. So you would just do the math, and I can show you how to do that. And you will just make sure you take 10 milligrams. You always want to check the label so you're not guessing. Now, here's why people, especially those dealing with chronic pain, sleep issues, or even anxiety, love tinctures. 1, there's no smoke or odor. 2, it's easy to carry around and super discreet. 3, there's precise dosing. No biting into a gummy or cutting it into half. 4, it kicks in faster than edibles. And 5, it lasts longer than vaping. 6, it's great for pain relief, anxiety, sleep, and inflammation. And 7, it has no sugar. What else can you ask for? Okay, let's talk about side effects though and safety. First, taking too much THC, even in a tincture form, can cause a racing heart, anxiety or paranoia, red eye, dry mouth, dizziness. So that's why it's really important to start low and go slow. And if you're sensitive to THC or totally new to THC, don't try to be a hero. Start with a microdose, like 2 milligrams, 3 milligrams, or mix it with water or a drink just to dilute it a little bit. Now, what are some tips for first timers? Okay. Take your first dose at home. Make sure you're not at work. Make sure you're not about to drive or operate heavy machinery. Create a calm environment. Make sure you have some water around you in case you get a dry mouth. Do not mix it with alcohol. Stay hydrated. Your mouth may get dry, so it's very important to stay hydrated even before you take the THC. Keep a snack handy. Yeah, the munchies might kick in. Track what you took and when you took it so you know if you want to take more, or that way you can also adjust your next dose with confidence. So when should you use a THC tincture? Well, tinctures are ideal when you want a longer, smoother high without smoking or intense peaks. Like I mentioned, most people use them for evening relaxation, falling and staying asleep, chronic pain and inflammation, anxiety before a stressful event, being more focused or creative at work. If you work at home, don't take it in the office unless you know how it's going to impact you. But because the effects build gradually, they're easy to manage and often feel less intense than an edible or a vape pen. Again, because you can control your dosage. So that's your beginner's guide to THC tinctures. Whether you're trying to relax, manage pain, or improve your sleep, or get more focused, get more creative, or get a mood upliftment, tinctures are a low-fuss, high-reward option. If this helped, tap that like button, share it with a friend who's THC curious, and subscribe so you never miss a beginner-friendly breakdown. Got a question? Drop it in the comments and I will answer it myself. And if you're ready to try THC tinctures, check out mypaincenter.com for options that fit your vibe. I'm Shereen Kassam with mypaincenter.com. I'll see you on the next video.